Hey up peeps, welcome to Old Yorkshire Geek Tries. Final Fantasy 14 part 239, I think. Check the title, he'll tell you. Hey, got dressed up for you today, look. I've got my clean vest on. It is a scorcher today, innit? They reckon it's going to be in the 40s. Who gives a shit? Stay indoors if you're going to worry about it. I know you can't all stay indoors, but you can be sensible. I've got fan on. I've got me brew. Right, we've got a lot running around to do now, haven't we? Figure out how I'm going to save myself. Poor Albert. Oh, delicious. Help if I had my controller, wouldn't it? Forever the professional. Right, there we go. Right, gather information on the Exarch. Right, where's the next one then? So we got one up there and one over there. Okay, the Amaro launch. Let's go up there. Hope you're having a great day, or about to have a good day, or whatever. Here we are, Cassard. It's good to see your work and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch memoirs, are you? Blah, waffle, waffle. Fresh insight, it'd be Captain Lena. She lost her parents. I imagine the news of predicament hit her doubly hard. Right, and the next one we're going over to is Cabinet of Curiosity. Right. Try that one. Yeah, me and our dubs have been out. We've done all the stuff. We did it first thing this morning while it's still a bit cooler. And we left it at that. Must be upstairs. Morin? There's something else you needed. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to reveal what little I know of his history. Less than a decade had passed when the tower first flashed into existence. Someone Exarch himself became known to the refugees, welcomed them. Some thought to call him king, but he refused. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower, he had summoned and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. Right. Speak with Lena at the Ascensa Gate. Okay. Back down. Sensor Gate. Where's the sensor gate? Don't know where the sensor gate is. Right, close that down. Reading out. Fort job. Yes. Nope. Ain't paying. Not with free ticket anyway. I need them. Do 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 do. Right, somewhere down here. There she is. Come on, land. I'll do. Hey, fluffy ears. I was not told you had awoken. Welcome surprise. Now, if only the Exarch had returned. He was taken by this rival of yours. Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. So I bristle when they asked for patience. Didn't understand their hesitation. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Kilicia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Vothri loomed near, and at that time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Albert, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. I'm special. Sorry, heat's getting to me. Oh, cool down with your brew. Forgive me, I trust in the Exarch and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. Yep, don't talk ill of the dead. But when's the best time to talk ill of them? But you have come to me, they can't question you back, but you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? I see I'm not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Complete. Do 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 do. Come meet me in the ocular and I'll unlock the door. On me? Oh. It's because I've had no Wheaties this morning. Just a coffee and now me brew. So I've got to go to the ocular. So see if we can fly there. Get me yol. And up we go. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. Obviously not. So where's an ether crystal then? Come on, where's the ethers? Must be one around here somewhere. Let's get rid of the map. Call up the proper map. that way somewhere. Down here. Ah, there we go. Didn't know where the hell I was going then. Oh, away from keyboard. He's got to siphon the python, has he? Or in my case, it's milk a maggot. Yes. Fluffy ears.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Without what? Albert will help you out, love. He likes your fluffy ears. Oh, you up to some reading? Ah.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I'm sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the river of time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished." raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some wild thought. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light.
It's hot.
And summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the warrior of light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. He was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to him. light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the flood and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me, but in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent, a prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Ah, so you made it up.
Truly thy wish.
We're telling porkies.
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would, and I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the Light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
I mean to rescue the Exarch. Hunt down Emmett Selch. Hunt down Emmett Selch. Emmett Selch. I don't know.
Then we should be on our way. Diassian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Ugh. I do like the way the writers of this do take the piss out of themselves. Like going back quite a few episodes now, 3 or 4, when he meets that stranger and they said about his neck muscles from all his nodding. I like that bit. I like little touches like that. Right, Lena. Did you find the answers you sought? I will go and lock the door. Questions about the Tempest. His name going to the seas. Make a request to the Tamers. They will provide you with an arrow to fly you over the waters. Do you mean to leave right this moment, alone? I'm not sure of that. Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Speak with the Amaro tamer. Right. How are we doing on time? Halfway. Seems we've been playing for bloody hours, all that chatting. Amaro launch. Oh, hang on. What's that? Teola Wasufu showers you with flower petals. I'm sorry, I'm reading in the corner. You can't see because of my picture. It's just come up. Teolia Wasifia showers you with flower petals. Who's Teolia? Can you do anything with that? Let me just click on it. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Just being kind. Didn't know you could do that. Right, aspiring Amaro tamer. You require an Amaro. Just a moment, I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. What's happening? Whoa.
Ah, we have found thee.
You can't sneak
We
off,
have reached
Albert.
us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in
Oh, here we go again.
the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
No, ain't got a problem. I forgive you. Let's go.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Oh, calm down, Alice. Yeah.
Alice, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know only too well. But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
Oh, poor Alice. Alfie! Come on, mate. You can do it.
We will go with you as well.
Yeah, I knew he would. Good old
There
Alfie.
is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other
Fluffy ears.
Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Cheers, Red.
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them!
No! Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, 'twas clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
E2! That's right!
Here, here. Hey! Hooray!
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Oh, she's a snidey cow, ain't she? I like her. Defend the Crystarium till we return. Leave it to us, we'll see the Exarch. Nah. Defend the Crystarium until we return. Speak with Orangery. Oh. Well, they're just to be from. Found its plan to commandeer an Amaro. I fear the following dive down would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during our convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths, and I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss these steps, thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to service again until our grand deed is done. Your affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to you my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor. We must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. So I would petition the aid of one of the Fae. Rather than waste words, I bid thee follow me into the hamlet of Sullen. Oh, bloody hell. More travelling about. For job. Move my mouse out of the way. Somewhere around here. Here he is. There to the west, can you discern the hump of an isle rising above the water? That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayst glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island, spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Okay. Something there. Two curved slabs of rock squeezed together give the impression of giant stone eyelids. It's not a giant thalos, is it? Or is it a submarine? The The rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it your imagination? Speak with Orion J. I would if I knew how to get up there. How do you get up here? I'd have to swim back to the mainland. Find somewhere to stand. I can get on me magic bird. Need to find an outcrop or something. Nope. Aha. Hey up, Alfie. Ishtola. Where is he? No, didn't want to do that. There's Reen. Aha. What have you discerned? Reminds me of a certain primal. Most perceptive. According to the law of the Pixies, we are even now perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. Aye, the selfsame title by which we know the great feathered whale, revered by the Vanu Vanu. I would enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and hence banish the water with an airy sphere. Within its compass we may move unencumbered, blah de blah de blah. Tell you, keep going on about getting old, you fall to bits. You can't even have a drink without getting wind. Oh. Google Translate, please. Why do you wake me, little neighbour? To bottom of the western sea we go. Pray lend us your back and your breath. The world is in twilight. I wait for the sun to set. I wish only to sleep.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
We need Fey away. Hey, my little sapling. Here she comes. You can't help but giggle, can you? She's awesome.
My snake! Yeah! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can.
Oh, bless her.
Yes, Bismael when picked. Van Dromi Drom Jacob.
Sleepy Bismarck, you old pixie, these are my precious, precious saplings. Let your wish be the king's command. You bloody hell. What a rare thing to awaken to. My beautiful king, if it be thy wish, then so shall it be done.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
To the western sea we go, wrapped in my breath. I will see you to your destination, little neighbours. Oh, it flies as well. Oh, of course they do, don't they? We battled one, didn't we? Of course we did. Ah, bloody hell. Tell you. My brain shot to fuck. Gone. Oh, and I've just remembered. If you're my 32nd subscriber, welcome. I don't get the names. It doesn't put them up. But I've gone up to 32.
Just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
So thank you very much. Much appreciated. Totally forgot. I meant to say it yesterday.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods.
Yes, saying thank you very much. If you want a shout out, leave your name in my comments. I will do.
I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
Oh, come on.
What the? Do you see that?
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Run!
Whoa there! It's not stopping. Run! Run!
I have fulfilled my duty. I return now to the lake. I have not flown in an age. It was pleasant. May your journey be a safe one, little neighbours. Okay. Well, you made it.
Wow.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The Tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being.
Coming for you.
You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Right, speak with Orangery. Full glad am I, Bismarck was true to his word. Arrived in the Tempest safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett Selch, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For an Assi alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee into the rift, yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible with the mortal in one's custody. He would soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as the key to the Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus am I but certain that this underwater realm harboureth our friend, and in both we have but to find them. Just checking time. In the event that you leave the area, speak with Inuel at Vehement Yards in Calusia to return to the Tempest. What's that over there? Right, Thancred. Now as for where we should be looking, I rather doubt Emmett Selch will be sitting around in the open. Follow the slope down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing, the ground is wet and slippery. Right, and that is where we're going to leave it. Yeah, a little bit short than usual, but we'll crack on with this tomorrow. Getting interesting again, isn't it? Anyway, have a great day, peeps, and until tomorrow, I'll see thee.